Chapter 13. Then a man of God came from Judah by the order of the Lord to Bethel, where Jeroboam was by the altar, burning offerings. And by the order of the Lord he made an outcry against the altar, saying, O altar, altar, the Lord has said, From the seed of David will come a child, named Josiah, and on you he will put to death the priests of the high places, who were burning offerings on you, and men's bones will be burned on you. The same day he gave them a sign, saying, This is the sign which the Lord has given. See, the altar will be broken and the burned waste on it overturned. Then the king, hearing the man of God crying out against the altar at Bethel, put out his hand from the altar, saying, Take him prisoner. And his hand, stretched out against him, became dead, and he had no power of pulling it back. And the altar was broken and the burned waste on it overturned. This was the sign which the man of God had given by the word of the Lord. Then the king made answer and said to the man of God, Make a prayer now for the grace of the Lord your God, and for me, that my hand may be made well. And in answer to the prayer of the man of God, the king's hand was made well again, as it was before. And the king said to the man of God, Come with me to my house for food and rest, and I will give you a reward. But the man of God said to the king, Even if you gave me half of all you have, I would not go in with you, and I would not take food or a drink of water in this place, for so I was ordered by the word of the Lord, who said, You are not to take food or a drink of water, and you are not to go back the way you came. So he went another way, and not by the way he came to Bethel. Now there was an old prophet living in Bethel, and one of his sons came and gave him word of all the man of God had done that day in Bethel, and they gave their father an account of the words he had said to the king. Then their father said to them, Which way did he go? Now his sons had seen which way the man of God who came from Judah had gone. So the prophet said to his sons, Make ready an ass for me. So they made an ass ready, and he got on it, and went after the man of God, and came up with him while he was seated under an oak tree. And he said to him, Are you the man of God who came from Judah? And he said, I am. Then he said to him, Come back to the house with me and have a meal. But he said, I may not go back with you or go into your house, and I will not take food or a drink of water with you in this place, for the Lord said to me, You are not to take food or water there, or go back again by the way you came. Then he said to him, I am a prophet like you, and an angel said to me by the word of the Lord, Take him back with you and give him food and water. But he said false words to him. So he went back with him, and had a meal in his house and a drink of water. But while they were seated at the table, the word of the Lord came to the prophet who had taken him back, and crying out to the man of God who came from Judah, he said, The Lord says, Because you have gone against the voice of the Lord, and have not done as you were ordered by the Lord, but have come back, and have taken food and water in this place where he said you were to take no food or water, your dead body will not be put to rest with your fathers. Now after the meal he made ready the ass for him, for the prophet whom he had taken back. And he went on his way, but on the road a lion came rushing at him and put him to death, and his dead body was stretched in the road with the ass by its side, and the lion was there by the body. And some men, going by, saw the body stretched out in the road with the lion by its side, and they came and gave news of it in the town where the old prophet was living. Then the prophet who had made him come back, hearing it, said, It is the man of God, who went against the word of the Lord, that is why the Lord has given him to the lion to be wounded to death, as the Lord said. And he said to his sons, Make ready the ass for me. And they did so. And he went and saw the dead body stretched out in the road with the ass and the lion by its side. The lion had not taken the body for its food or done any damage to the ass. Then the prophet took up the body of the man of God and put it on the ass and took it back, and he came to the town to put the body to rest with weeping. And he put the body in the resting place made ready for himself, weeping and sorrowing over it, saying, O my brother. And when he had put it to rest, he said to his sons, When I am dead, then you are to put my body into the earth with the body of this man of God, and put me by his bones so that my bones may be kept safe with his bones. For the outcry he made by the word of the Lord against the altar in Bethel and against all the houses of the high places in the towns of Samaria, will certainly come about. After this Jeroboam, not turning back from his evil ways, still made priests for his altars from among all the people. He made a priest of anyone desiring it, so that there might be priests of the high places. And this became a sin in the family of Jeroboam, causing it to be cut off and sent to destruction from the face of the earth. Chapter 14. At that time Abijah, the son of Jeroboam, became ill. And Jeroboam said to his wife, Now come, put on different clothing so that you may not seem to be the wife of Jeroboam, and go to Shiloh. See, Ahijah is there, the prophet who said I would be king over this people. And take with you 10 cakes of bread and dry cakes and a pot of honey, and go to him. He will give you word of what is to become of the child. So Jeroboam's wife did so, and got up and went to Shiloh and came to the house of Ahijah. Now Ahijah was unable to see, because he was very old. And the Lord had said to Ahijah, The wife of Jeroboam is coming to get news from you about her son, who is ill. Give her such and such an answer, for she will make herself seem to be another woman. Then Ahijah, hearing the sound of her footsteps coming in at the door, said, Come in, O wife of Jeroboam, why do you make yourself seem like another? For I am sent to you with bitter news. Go, say to Jeroboam, These are the words of the Lord, the God of Israel, though I took you from among the people, lifting you up to be a ruler over my people Israel, and took the kingdom away by force from the seed of David and gave it to you, you have not been like my servant David, who kept my orders, and was true to me with all his heart, doing only what was right in my eyes. But you have done evil more than any before you, and have made for yourself other gods, and images of metal, moving me to wrath, and turning your back on me. So I will send evil on the line of Jeroboam, cutting off from his family every male child, those who are shut up and those who go free in Israel. The family of Jeroboam will be brushed away like a man brushing away waste till it is all gone. Those of the family of Jeroboam who come to death in the town, will become food for the dogs, and those on whom death comes in the open country, will be food for the birds of the air, for the Lord has said it. Up, then, go back to your house, and in the hour when your feet go into the town, the death of the child will take place. And all Israel will put his body to rest, weeping over him, because he only of the family of Jeroboam will be put into his resting place in the earth, for of all the family of Jeroboam, in him only has the Lord, the God of Israel, seen some good. And the Lord will put up a king over Israel who will send destruction on the family of Jeroboam in that day, and even now the hand of the Lord has come down on Israel, shaking it like a river grass in the water, and, uprooting Israel from this good land, which he gave to their fathers, he will send them this way and that on the other side of the river, because they have made for themselves images, moving the Lord to wrath. And he will give Israel up because of the sins which Jeroboam has done and made Israel do. Then Jeroboam's wife got up and went away and came to Tirzah, and when she came to the doorway of the house, death came to the child. And all Israel put his body to rest, weeping over him, as the Lord had said by his servant Ahijah the prophet. Now the rest of the acts of Jeroboam, how he made war and how he became king, are recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel. And Jeroboam was king for 22 years, and was put to rest with his fathers, and Nadab his son became king in his place. And Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, was king in Judah. Rehoboam was 41 years old when he became king, and he was king for 17 years in Jerusalem, the town which the Lord had made his out of all the tribes of Israel, to put his name there. His mother's name was Naamah, an Ammonite woman. And Judah did evil in the eyes of the Lord, and made him more angry than their fathers had done by their sins, for they made high places and upright stones and wood pillars on every high hill and under every green tree, and more than this, there were those in the land who were used for sex purposes in the worship of the gods, doing the same disgusting crimes as the nations which the Lord had sent out before the children of Israel. Now in the 5th year of King Rehoboam, Shishak, king of Egypt, came up against Jerusalem, and took away all the stored wealth from the house of the Lord, and from the king's house, and all the gold body covers which Solomon had made. So in their place King Rehoboam had other body covers made of brass, and gave them into the care of the captains of the armed men who were stationed at the door of the king's house. And whenever the king went into the house of the Lord, the armed men went with him taking the body covers, and then took them back to their room. Now the rest of the acts of Rehoboam, and all he did, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Judah? And there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all their days. And Rehoboam went to rest with his fathers, and was put into the earth with his fathers in the town of David. His mother's name was Naamah, an Ammonite woman. And Abijah. Chapter 15. Now in the 18th year of King Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, Abijam became king over Judah. For 3 years he was king in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Maacah, the daughter of Abishalom. And he did the same sins which his father had done before him. His heart was not completely true to the Lord his God, like the heart of David his father. But because of David, the Lord gave him a line in Jerusalem, making his sons king after him, so that Jerusalem might be safe, because David did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, and never in all his life went against his orders, but only in the question of Uriah the Hittite. Now the rest of the acts of Abijam, and all he did, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Judah? And there was war between Abijam and Jeroboam. Then Abijam went to rest with his fathers, and they put him into the earth in the town of David, and Asa his son became king in his place. In the 20th year that Jeroboam was king of Israel, Asa became king over Judah. And he was king for 41 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Maacah, the daughter of Abishalom. Asa did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, as David his father did. Those used for sex purposes and the worship of the gods he sent out of the country, and he took away all the images which his fathers had made. And he would not let Maacah his mother be queen, because she had made a disgusting image for Asherah, and Asa had the image cut down and burned by the stream Kidron. The high places, however, were not taken away, but still the heart of Asa was true to the Lord all his life. He took into the house of the Lord all the things which his father had made holy, and those which he himself had made holy, silver and gold and vessels. Now there was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, all their days. And Baasha, king of Israel, went up against Judah, building Ramah, so that no one was able to go out or into Asa, king of Judah. Then Asa took all the silver and gold which was still stored in the Lord's house, and in the king's house, and sent them, in the care of his servants, to Ben-Hadad, son of Tabrimon, son of Rezon, king of Aram, at Damascus, saying, Let there be an agreement between me and you as there was between my father and your father. See, I have sent you an offering of silver and gold. Go and put an end to your agreement with Baasha, king of Israel, so that he may give up attacking me. So Ben-Hadad did as King Asa said, and sent the captains of his armies against the towns of Israel, attacking Ijon and Dan and Abel Beth-Maacah, and all Chinneroth as far as all the land of Naphtali. And Baasha, hearing of it, put a stop to the building of Ramah, and was living in Tirzah. Then King Asa got all Judah together, making every man come, and they took away the stones and the wood with which Baasha was building Ramah, and King Asa made use of them for building Geba in the land of Benjamin, and Mizpah. Now the rest of the acts of Asa, and his power, and all he did, and the towns of which he was the builder, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Judah? But when he was old he had a disease of the feet. So Asa went to rest with his fathers and was put into the earth in the town of David his father, and Jehoshaphat his son became king in his place. Nadab, the son of Jeroboam, became king over Israel in the 2nd year that Asa was king of Judah, and he was king of Israel for 2 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, copying the evil ways of his father, and the sin which he did and made Israel do. And Baasha, the son of Ahijah, of the family of Issachar, made a secret design against him, attacking him at Gibbethon, a town of the Philistines, for Nadab and the armies of Israel were making war on Gibbethon. In the 3rd year of the rule of Asa, king of Judah, Baasha put him to death, and became king in his place. And straightway when he became king, he sent destruction on all the offspring of Jeroboam. There was not one living person of all the family of Jeroboam whom he did not put to death. So the word of the Lord, which he said by his servant Ahijah the Shilonite, came about, because of the sins which Jeroboam did and made Israel do, moving the Lord, the God of Israel, to wrath. Now the rest of the acts of Nadab, and all he did, are they not recorded in the book of the history of the kings of Israel? And there was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, all their days. In the 3rd year of the rule of Asa, king of Judah, Baasha, the son of Ahijah, became king over all Israel in Tirzah, and was king for 24 years. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, copying the evil ways of Jeroboam and the sin which he made Israel do.